When she said the words, I didn't look at her. I looked at the man behind her. He stood there, carrying a duffel bag and a smug half-smile, the kind people wear when they think they've already won. "He's moving in," she said. "If you don't like it, there's the door." I didn't argue, didn't ask questions, didn't give her the satisfaction of seeing me break. I simply nodded once, walked to the bedroom, and packed my bags. She didn't. He did. "Tough luck, man," he said. "Guess it's her turn to be happy." I closed the zipper slowly, looked him in the eye, and said, "Everyone gets their turn." Then I left. 5 days later, her mother called me, voice trembling. "Honey, I don't know how to tell you this." The beginning. I met Claire 7 years ago in a coffee shop. She was reading The Bell Jar, drinking black coffee, and correcting her own reflection in the window, fixing hair that didn't need fixing. We talked about books, music, and loneliness. I told her I wrote code. She said she organized chaos for a living, an office manager. We built something out of that loneliness. Or maybe I built. She arranged. Our life was simple. We had rituals, Saturday pancakes, late-night walks, inside jokes about strangers. I thought we were solid. But love makes you blind, and routine makes you stupid. The cracks. The first sign wasn't the lipstick on the mug that wasn't hers. It was the way she stopped laughing before the punchline. Then came the phone turned face down, the whispered texts, the "I'm staying late at work." Her secretary, Aaron. I'd met him once, young, ambitious, the type that compliments every woman and means none of it. She said he was harmless. I believed her. That was my mistake. When I finally checked her messages, the truth hit like a quiet explosion. No sound, just heat and shaking. Their thread was full of half-written confessions and late-night hotel receipts. I didn't confront her. I memorized every word. Because in betrayal, the first to speak loses. The shift. I stopped sleeping next to her a week before she asked him to move in. Every night I lay awake replaying moments. Her laugh, her lies, her eyes when she said, "I'd never hurt you." I wasn't angry anymore. I was calculating. I started small. I backed up every shared file, every email, every document from her company laptop. She'd asked me once to set up the cloud for convenience. I'd set it up in my name. Next, I called a lawyer. Not a loud one. A quiet woman with sharp eyes and colder hands. She showed me how to make an exit that wouldn't look like surrender. Joint account? Frozen. Shared lease? Transferred to her name, with notice. Credit cards? Canceled. Except one. The one she used for her work trips. I let her keep it. And finally, I visited her company. I met with the board, not as a husband, but as an IT consultant who'd discovered unethical use of company resources. I showed them the messages, the receipts, the timestamps during work hours. Erin was fired that day. She wasn't, but her reputation collapsed in silence. The call. 5 days after I left, her mother called. Her voice was shaking. "She's in the hospital," she said. She had a breakdown. Erin left, took her savings. The company suspended her. I don't know what happened." I knew. I just didn't say it. The visit. I went to see her. Not out of pity, out of closure. She was sitting by the window, pale, smaller somehow. When she saw me, her lips trembled like a child's. "You did this," she whispered. "No," I said. "You did." Her eyes filled with tears, and for the first time, she didn't look like Claire. She looked like someone who finally saw the mirror without makeup. "Was it worth it?" she asked. I didn't answer. Some questions don't deserve sound. I just placed an envelope on the table, divorce papers already signed by me. Her signature was the only thing left. As I turned to leave, she said, "I thought you'd fight for me." I stopped at the door. "I did," I said. "You just didn't notice when I stopped." The aftermath. It's strange, the quiet that comes after revenge. It isn't victory, it's equilibrium. I didn't destroy her. I just removed the scaffolding she built her lies on. Gravity did the rest. I moved into a small apartment across town. No pictures, no memories, just space. Sometimes I catch myself wondering if she ever really loved me. But then I remember her words. He's moving in. That was the moment she buried us. I only wrote the epitaph. And if I'm honest, that's all revenge really is. Not punishment. Just the truth, finally spoken loud enough for someone to choke on it.